Shield Captain Borsa Thursk and his custodian guard are extracting vital information from an outlying Imperial facility under attack by Tyranid forces. The planet is a loss. It is important to gather the information and leave. Though Varia has caught wind of the custodian presence here, and rage takes over, her and her forces must eradicate them in the name of vengeance for what happened to her planet. Today we play the ritual mission from the core rulebook. This one will have the custodians acting as the defender, and they are going to be trying to seize ground and retain information from the device before the Tyranid infestation overwhelms the planet. Whereas Varia is here to simply take out the custodians and stop any plans they have from happening. The defender, being the custodians, will have two objectives. They have they have the ritual and seize ground. Seize ground is for both players. You will get 10 victory points per turn if you control 2 or more objective markers, and you'll get an additional 20 if you have more than your opponent. This starts on the second battle round, so it's a take and hold style objective. Now the defenders have the ritual, which is an action the warlord must perform near the center of his deployment zone, near the terrain piece, where you'll get 10 victory points every time you successfully complete this action, which is started at the end of your movement phase and completed at the end of your turn, and only your warlord can do this action. Now for the attacker, there's the Slay the Warlord endgame objective, where you get 30 victory points if you take out the enemy warlord. And it is as simple as that. Necrons here to destroy, custodians here on a vital intelligence mission. Maybe they could have been here to lure Varia out as well. You never ever know. The victor bonus for the attacker is their warlord will gain, the defender, if their warlord wins, they will get a battle trait, or a psychic fortitude if they're a psyker, and the attacker gets to pick one of their units and gain a battle trait. Pretty basic stuff. All right, let's take a look at Varia's forces and their various upgrades. We'll start with the leader herself. She has Artisan Bionics as well as Martial Apotheosis, allowing her to reroll hit rolls of 1. She's been kind of slowed down midway through the campaign. I've been having a hard time getting her an abundance of experience. I had a good time early on, but yeah, we'll see. If I win one more game with her, she'll get a third name, and thus she'll get a new rule and, well, more crusade points as well. We have the Royal Warden Decider, who naturally leveled up just by playing games, and he has a master crafted relic Ghost Blaster now. The LYCHGUARD where they have Fleet of Foot as one of the upgrades, as well as Undying Revenants. Same is true for both the units of Gauss Reaper Warriors, both with Undying Revenant upgrades from the Necron Battle Traits tree. The SCARABs, well, they can't get anything. They're bugs, they're swarms. And the ACANTHRITES, also leveled up passively by playing games. They are veteran warriors. They get to reroll hit rolls of 1. Woo! And then for relics, war gear, and all of that good stuff, we have a Thrall of the Silent King on the Royal Warden. So he has an extended aura range on his Augmented Strategies ability. Oh boy, sorry, I brutalized that one. That is not the name at all, but the ability that lets a unit fall back, shoot, and charge. Adaptive strategy, sorry. And then Varia has the VOIDREAPER. She is the bearer of the Triarch's will. That's her warlord trait. It'll allow me to use the same command protocol for 2 battle rounds if I so choose. Because I am playing this dynasty, the Infernal Dynasty, as a vassal of the Caesarican Dynasty, though I'm using the Caesarican Dynasty rules for that.
Looking at the custodian forces, we're going to start with the Shield Captain, who has not had any troubles leveling up. He hasn't been cowardly throughout this campaign, like his opponent apparently has been. Looking at the upgrades, I've got the Stasis Oubliette and the Lockwarden Warlord trait. He is a Victor of the Blood Games. I also have Indomitable Constitution because he's a Captain Commander. And then he has Artisan Bionics, Friends on Injectors, and Fleshbane.
I'll have you know that she has been at the front of every battle. She's just not good at surviving. That's her problem.
That's a shame. We've got a CONTEMPTOR-GALATUS DREADNOUGHT, upgraded to be an Eternal Penitent for the extra attack and the reroll charges. Also enhanced engines to make him zippy quick, and then has the Elite Crew upgrade as well. Fast attack choice, I've got a squad of Custodes VENATARI. They are upgraded to be veteran warriors, and they are battle tested. I also have Custodian Guard, 4-man squad there with the same upgrades, veteran warriors and battle tested. Last but not least, I have my Telemon with the Elite Crew upgrade. Those are my forces.
All right, here's a closer look at the table. The mat is from Table War, if you're curious. We have a lot of greenleaf terrain, painted aquarium terrain, made up Imperial bunkers, as well as some rocks crafted by Adam. And then we have foreground trees, citadel, wildwood bases, and a few of the other things here, just like a little scatter terrain, are from a citadel as well. Now, what the goal here is, obviously, I already said it earlier, but I'm trying to take out the custodians. They're trying to get the information from this little satellite antenna thing. Now, it's representing the exact middle. There's not supposed to be any terrain there, but I figured it'd look cool and people wouldn't mind. So that's where the exact center is for the defender, near this facility. And we are suffering, because of the Tyranid infestation, corrosive spores, so attacks will have additional AP on 6s to wound, as well as it's growing a little more barren. The air is thick with spores, and every turn there's a chance that our units, infantry swarms, or beasts that are not in transports, and bikers, might suffer mortal wounds on a roll of a 6. So you just have to watch out for that. That is what we're both going to be suffering. And the difference in our crusade points means I will gain 1 whole extra command point. We will gain no extra command points for the afflictions because we're both going to suffer from it, and we have no strategic setbacks either. We're going to go ahead and defend. The defender will be deploying over here, and the attacker will be deploying over here. Deployed! Here's the custodian side. We have shield captain with some custodian guard, Telemon, and fancy Latin something Latin dreadnought.
Yeah, Galatus.
We got.
I don't know if that means anything.
I don't know.
What's a Telemon? What do these words mean?
I don't know. They're words. We got warriors. ACANTHRITES, everyone's favorite. LYCHGUARD with Varia, SCARABs out front, where they usually end up going. And I got nothing in reserves. Now, Josh does have his flyboys. I'm not too sure what they're called. Veritas Guard?
Venatari.
Venatari. There we go. The Venatari.
That's what I call them. I don't know if I'm saying it even close to
okay,
me, right?
That's fair, too. We're all deployed. We're going to go ahead and roll off to see who gets to go first here. 6, 2. Do I want to go first?
Let's go first, you coward. You're attacking.
I've already got my command protocols all set up. First one's going to be Undying Legion? Undying Legion? Yeah. Okay. I feel like it does make sense I go first. I'm going to get crushinated, but I'm going to go first. No, am I going to get crushinated? I have low expectations for this game.
It's the Necron. I fear the Necrons more than anything else in this stupid game.
It's just 40k in general.
40k in general. I despise them.
That's fair. I get that. A lot of people do. But you have to, everyone's got to realize, if I'm doing poorly, I blame it completely on Necron's poor scaling of down capability. They scale up. They're synergy armies, so synergy armies always scale up well.
Look how low my numbers are. I'm playing. I got.
I might be able to like. There is that. I might be able to play
7 models on the board, bro.
I might be able to play the objective well enough. There's always that. But I fear the dreadnoughts, and I'm not too sure what to do about. I'm going to beat them up. That's what I'm just going to beat them up. And that's going to be the way she goes. I am going to go first. I'm the attacker. It kind of feels like it's right. So it'll be Necron's turn 1. And I got Undying Legions as my first protocol for the first battle round. What we'll do in the command phase, though, is Adeptus strategy. Doesn't need to go on anyone, so we don't have to worry about that. Varia will say, because she has the Pharaon upgrade, she is able to do to 2 units. We'll say LYCHGUARD are going to be +1 to hit. And the Necron warriors here will be +1 to hit. Though there's not going to be too much fighting from them right away. We are going to go ahead and move all of this forward, and we're going to show you where it ends up. Now that dreadnought over there, it gets to move +1.
+2 move. And then he gets bonuses too. Yes. He rerolls charges automatically, and I think he gets a bonus to his charge in advance.
Okay, gotcha. So he's pretty quick. What does he move normally? 8?
His normal move 9. So he's up to 11.
Okay, gotcha. Done. Advance the Scarabs, LYCHGUARD, and Varia forward. Didn't really advance the Necron warriors. Didn't really need to. Trying to protect Varia a little bit. They advanced in that order. And then advance these Necron warriors. The Royal Warden did not advance, he just moved forward. The ACANTHRITES decided to stay back behind this large terrain here to jump out when most opportune, because I just don't feel like them dying to a giant dreadnought right away and not doing anything. And we're going to go on to shooting. The only shots I have are the Royal Warden. He's got a couple of 30-inch range shots he would love to try and crack off against the dreadnought, but I mean, I'm shooting through woods, so it's going to be -1 to hit. 4s. Okay, we're done. Easy peasy, 11 squeezy. Yeah, I guess that's the end of my turn. I'm just in a position on all the Tyranid objectives. You have to remember, like, for the nodes, it worked out really well for me in this game because No Man's Land is a very thin strip right down the middle. So we had to put all the nodes over here, so it kind of worked out for me going first, being able to position on them. I don't think Josh is super concerned about the Tyranid nodes. I mean, I somewhat am, but at the same time, I must crush Custodian, so we'll see where he ends up on his turn as we go into Custodian turns 1. Okay, before we go on to the Custodian turn, we gotta remember the Baron trait. So it's supposed to be, at the beginning of my turn, I was supposed to roll for every infantry unit, swarm, bike, and one other thing. That's not in a transport. That's both mine and Josh's, apparently. On rolls of 6, they will suffer D3 mortal wounds. So I'm going to try and go through this quickly. These guys are beasts, I believe. No, warriors. The other warriors. The Royal Warden. And Varia. No, the Baron. LYCHGUARD. And those are swarms. Scarabs. So I should be okay. And then we're just going to hopefully hurt all of Josh's stuff. So we'll go Little Dread.
Dreads don't get affected.
Oh, that's
so
right.
So that could be, was that the Shield Captain?
We'll say Shield Captain then, yeah. And then we'll go Guard. And that should be it for your stuff. Yeah, okay. And now it's Josh's turn where he gets to do the exact same thing I just did. If you want to roll for yours first or mine first, doesn't really matter. What would you like to do?
We'll do my Shield Captain.
All right.
Sick. Custodians. Sick. Scarabs. Nope. LYCHGUARD.
Oh! D3 mortal wounds. Ooh, 3. Yikes. Baron. I am Caesarican, so I have a 5 up to ignore. I do lose 1. That's actually super rough.
We'll do the warriors closest to the camera. The warriors farthest from the camera. Then we've got your 2 characters, right? We'll do your Royal Warden.
Ooh.
Oh. And what's her name?
Varia.
Varia.
Oh, D3 mortal wounds. No, 2. She got a 5 up to ignore. Caesarican. She does take 2. This is on Josh's turn, so I don't get to heal it. But I do have Undying, so Living Metal will heal 2 wounds. I mean, I have it active for 2 turns in a row, so it'll be active on the next turn as well. So she should be okay. I'll mark it, though, in case something awful happens. She's down to 3 wounds. Oh, wait. Yeah, she's down to 3 wounds. She's got Artisan Bionics, but she already used her Caesarican trait to try to ignore the damage. But why I gotta lose the LYCHGUARD right away?
I think it's pretty funny, actually.
Oh, gee, I would.
Movement for me, pretty simple. Telemon's gonna head over.
He wants to be able to draw a line of sight to that LYCHGUARD over here.
Yes, he does. Shield Captain will move up with him.
Is he gonna end his move near the,
yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is have the Dreadnought move a little bit further.
Sure.
Ooh. There. You're gonna end up there.
And then he's gonna start extracting information.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's technically in the movement phase. I'd like to declare it now because we're gonna forget.
Exactly. These guys are gonna go ahead and just move on up.
No running, no advancing.
No running because they're gonna do the gather, investigate action.
Right. Yeah, because Josh's deployment zone is 2 halves of the table quarter, he is able to investigate in his deployment zones as well on this one.
I'm just trying to do it like I'm 12 away.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to be...
We're doing it the closest we can because we got to kind of finagle.
You got to compensate, right, for the weird deployments in Crusade. Now we have the big sword and board man.
Sword and board man. I don't know what I want you to do is the problem. Because he doesn't kill scarabs very efficiently.
Gotcha.
He is just going to move himself to over here.
Ooh, you're playing defensive.
Yes.
Okay, fair. Moving over there. Shooting time.
Actually, you know what, we'll just call that an advance and...
Just a...
Hey, he's going to go to here.
All right. He already moves
like
pretty
an
fast.
11-inch move.
Yeah.
We get bonuses to advances. Dreadnought v LYCHGUARD.
Shooting time. He doesn't get to shoot the top gun twice, but he does get to shoot the other guns. Now that he has line of sight to LYCHGUARD.
This is the bolt launcher first, hitting on 5. Sorry.
Oh, you should be good. The tree's not obscuring anything.
Wanted to make sure of that. So hitting on 2s, rolling 1s. Hey. I'm strength 5 on this.
Forced wound. And what's the AP?
It's AP 1, but I think the 6 gives me more AP.
Corrosive spores, it does. I can't remember how much more though. I'm gonna start putting the shots on the guy in cover there. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do the courteous one and I'll take the big AP one first. Shield! We're good. And then AP 1, but I have a +1 save because of shield, +1 save because of the cover on him. For the obstacle being within 3 of it and it being closer to the enemy. Yeah, all that explanation for a 6. Oh, there's one more. Okay, we're good.
Try to hit him with the culverin then. 2s. And this is at strength 7.
3s! That looks like 2. Oh, but that's, is the AP already crazy high on
The
it?
AP is already 3 on that.
So, no matter what, these are 4-ups. So, same guy, first one. Oh, that's supposed to be 1 at a time.
Yep.
He fails it. How much damage is it?
That's 2.
I'll command point it. Hey, second one. He's good. Okay. So I'm down to 6 command points. Shields up!
Then the burst profile. 2s.
1 reroll. Very accurate.
And then these are 3s to wound.
We got 3 wounds. AP is...
Not the bad. It's AP -2.
-2, so I have 3 up saves against that. I have to do 2 at a time, though. So he takes 1 wound, and he's dead. So, does he reanimate? Oh! Oh, we have Undying. Okay, so we get to reroll 1 of these. And then 1 automatically becomes a 6. That's what my command protocol is, because they're within 6 inches of a character. So he would die, and then I'll put him back to where he was, but that model is actually just going to replace him because he fell over. Hey, and then I'll put this guy back over here. Shouldn't really change up too much. That is it, and at the end of Josh's turn, he will gain 10 victory points because he's extracted some of the relevant information.
And then I also get the investigation.
Yes, so you will, and that should give them 1 experience point.
Yes.
All right, a couple of things before I do my turn. We forgot that Josh has an upgrade on those Custodian Guard that allow them to shoot and perform actions.
It's just 2 Mastercrafted Bolters going into your Necron Warriors.
1 hit. No, 2 hit. He hit on 2s.
Yes, sir.
1 wound, though.
Yeah.
That won't matter because they automatically pass 1 to reanimate. So I don't even have to roll the save. They got Undying Revenants. I also forgot to mention what our agendas are. So I went with Survivor on Varia, and I went with the Reaping as well. Josh went, I think, the Reaping and...
it was Reaper and Kingslayer.
Kingslayer, yeah. Just want to get those, state that we have those agendas. That's just additional ways for us to get experience points. If she survives at the end of the game, she'll get an X amount based on how many wounds she has left, and then the Reaping... or the Reaper is just whoever kills the most in your army gets 2 victory points. I typically like Annihilation, or Supremacy through Annihilation. That's not going to work against Custodians. Let's just be frank. So I just went with the very basic one. And it hasn't been working for me in the past. I'm done rambling. Going to go on to my turn. Now, funny enough, the Baron trait from the Tyranid Infestation happens at the beginning of the turn, and Living Metal happens at the beginning of the command phase. So the Baron thing happens first, which could kill Varia here. So on a 6 into a 5, she's dead. Okay, she's okay. The Royal Warden is also okay, and then we'll do Warriors there, far away Warriors, and then LYCHGUARD, and the Swarms. And let's not forget the I'm going to roll twice for the ACANTHRITES because I don't think you rolled for them last turn. Ooh, D3 damage, which they would take 1 of, and they don't ignore it. Now, I'm going to randomize that 1 wound because if it happened on Josh's turn, Living Metal would heal it, but if it happened on my turn, they would still suffer that wound. So on a 4-up, it happened on Josh's turn. Okay, so it happened on Josh's turn, and now Living Metal kicks in, they heal it. And then, because Undying Legions is active, and I am the Caesarican Dynasty, they get both the directives of it. So every time Living Metal ticks, it's 2 wounds instead of 1, and I get to reroll 1 Reanimation Protocol die near characters, so Varia will go back up to 5 wounds. For the rest of the command phase, I will gain a command point going up to 7. We are going to have the LYCHGUARD get My Will Be Done. These Necron Warriors will get My Will Be Done. They give them bonuses to their hit rolls. And, no adaptive strategy, so we're just going to go on a movement proper. And then I should probably talk about victory points as well. I'm on 1 objective, 2 objectives, and I'm on more than Josh, so I'm going to get 20 victory points for that. At the beginning of the movement phase, I should influence one of these Tyranid nodes. We're going to have these Necron... No, we're going to have these Necron Warriors influence this node. So at the end of my turn, it will complete and it will be destroyed, and that'll be 1 out of the 3. Oh, and I usually address one of the Necron Warriors as the more experienced and less experienced. I'll be honest, I forgot which one it was. So on a 4-up, they're the more experienced, and they have 1 more experience tick than the other ones do. So on a 4-up, okay, they're the more experienced Necron Warriors, if that makes a difference. I'm gonna move the SCARABs first. I'll show it afterwards though, because it's hard to reach that far with the camera in my hand. They're gonna go 10 inches towards the Telemon, is what's up. So they do a regular move, 10 inches, flying over the terrain. And then we're gonna have the LYCHGUARD advance. They're going to get +1 of that because of Fleet of Foot, so they're only really going an extra 2. And then we're going to have Varia advance behind that. And then the Reaper Warriors advance forward. Unfortunately, only rolled a 1. The Royal Warden's hanging out back here. So they're I only had 2 in range to fire when I did a normal move. And I'm like, well, I might as well advance and get more shots in. And then I rolled a 1. So I still only have 2 guys firing, and now there's -1 to hit. Royal Warden parked his keister right there. The ACANTHRITES are unfortunately going to just keep hiding. They might pop out now. You know what they're just going to do? Move. They're going to come over here. We'll see if this helps them. I don't think it will, though. I mean, they're -1 to hit. But I mean, that's not going to stack with that, so... Yeah, they'll pop out over here. If they get shot, they get shot. They're not... Maybe the LYCHGUARD may be a bigger threat, I hope. We'll see. So, movement complete. These Necron Warriors did move, but you're able to move and still perform the actions. It's only interrupted if you advance, shoot, or charge. Anything like that. So they're still going to be able to destroy that, but they're going to move towards this one. And we're on to shooting. The only real shots I have are over here. These 2 Necron Warriors are going to hold off because the Royal Warden's going to open up his shots first at the Custodians. Hitting on 4s because we have the woods in the way. Oh, they both hit. I'm going to roll the first one. It wounds. And I'm going to spend a command point on Techno-Oracular Targeting. It just automatically wounds. I don't have to roll. So 2 wounding hits at AP 2. And I'm down to 6 command points.
Let me think about this. If they'll take the 3 up on him.
Yeah, because they're going to have cover from that. He's good. Second one. You're good? Nice. Didn't even need the cover. And then the Necron Warriors, 2 shots into the same, well, 2 of them firing 4 shots into the Custodian Guard, but a -1 to hit. 4s and 4s. Strength 5. 2 wounds, AP 2. Same guy taking the hits.
Yep.
He is A-OK. That should be it for my turn shooting. We're going to, yeah, we'll have the Scarabs declare a charge against the Telemon. Would you like to Overwatch?
Yep, I'll spend the point to Overwatch and Overwatch better.
All right, fair. Popping the Custodian better Overwatch. So it's 2 CP in total. I guess, I assume it's 2 CP in total?
2 CP in total, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with the burst profile. What's the toughness of those guys?
3.
Okay, that's good to know. Hitting on 5s, rolling 1s.
We got a couple hits, maybe 3. 3 hits, nice.
And these are strength 7.
2s to wound. We have 3 wounding hits.
These are AP minus 2, 1 damage.
Okay, well I have no save against any of that, so we're gonna have that far outlying one go down to 1 wound.
Okay.
I'll just put a little die beside him. Did not move this turn, so the bolter on his carapace, on his head, gets
The
to shoot.
bolt launcher.
Bolt launcher becomes heavy tank.
5s.
We have
Re-rolling 1s.
4 hits. And these are strength 5, so these will be wounding the little scarabs on 3s. And I assume there's AP here.
AP 1.
Well, I am in the woods with 1 of them, so it's a 6-up save. So he's dead. And then I have 3 more, which is, I got 1 guy towing the cover, so he'll get the save as well. He takes all 3. So he dies, and then this one is down to 1 wound. And the third weapon.
Yep, then we'll go with that's the Culverin. 1 hit only, wounding on 2s. It's good AP, it's AP 3.
And it'll just kill off that scarab for sure. All right. Oh, 2 dead scarabs. I'll try to reanimate them. And I roll 3. Ooh, very close, but I am within 6 of a character, so I get to reroll 1 of these. Hey, didn't work. Close. Charge roll! 8. 8 should be good. I have to go do some measurements, though.
Yeah,
This is where we're going to end up charging. Now, I'm aware that Shield Captain can counter-charge now, as opposed to heroically intervening. I just wanted to make sure I stayed. I ideally wanted a way to try and stay away from his heroic intervention range and the Shield Captain's counter-charge. But to do that, I would have had to, like, I think do something like this and have these guys bubble out more, and hopefully Josh rolled low, but then he could just land over here. So I would have had to do something like this, and then that just drags him in when he heroically intervenes for a CP. So it's not ideal. Oh, thank you. Sorry about that. So we're all going to hang out over here-ish. Stay 3 away from him, and I assume you're going to do on wings of whatever.
It's stooping death. I don't know if it's even worth.
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if it's worth for you.
3 CP.
I know it's very expensive, and I know this is worth. The heroic intervention is worth, so I decided not to go with that. I'll let you think about it.
Yep. Yeah, I'll spend the 3 CP to get the charge with the captain.
I believe in him.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Okay,
command point reroll, I guess?
Yep.
This is a charge roll?
I think he auto rerolls charge roll. I gotta check to see his upgrades. Okay, CP reroll.
You're doing a 5 or a 10. That'll definitely do it. So you go wherever you want.
Sha-sha-sha!
Hey. So you're down to 1 command point.
First.
All right, bring on the attacks. He's got lots. You said he's got friends on? So
He's got the friends on injector, yeah.
So more attacks.
Looking at 6 attacks here, hitting on 2s. With a reroll.
Cool.
Why?
These are
2s with a reroll.
Yeah. Because he charged. 5 wounds, AP super good, so damage is
D3 plus 1.
So you have to do 1 at a time. So they're 4 wounds each.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that's next one kills the guy.
Dead.
Next, you have to roll the next one. You could still, no matter what, it kills him, right? Yeah, so that kills him. So, yeah, as long as you don't roll a 5 or 6 on 1, it kills him.
Yep.
So it kills 2 and wounds another one. So it's 2 damage, 1's down to 2 wounds. Guess we'll say the 2 in the back are dead, and we'll put the 2 remaining wounds on you, and then we get to roll reanimation protocols. But we're not near a character, so we don't get to
sorry,
reroll.
get the knife too.
Oh yeah, Misericordia. Bring it on. 2 to hit, and that's a wound. Is this one 2 damage as well?
That's just single damage on that.
So he's down to 1. Bloop. Rolling 8 dice. I need 4 5-ups. Close, always close with them. Not quite getting there though. But if I got one back, that would be so huge. Then I guess my go. I will attack with those scarabs. I'll put 3 into the shield captain because 3 can, and then 2 into the dreadnought. 4 is to hit the shield captain. We have 1 wound and 3 hits, which wound on that. Your T is 6 at least, right?
T's T6, yeah.
So 2 wounding hits, no AP.
2 ups. Nice.
Hey, he's perfectly fine. Then I have 8 attacks into the Telemon. 4s. 3 wounds, that's it. No AP. Entropic Strike.
2s.
Hey! Nice, the Telmon gets to go.
4 attacks on 2s.
Reroll.
Captain nearby. Do better. And then strength 8.
2s. 4 wounds, AP, I assume nothing.
Correct.
6s. So that kills the 1 and wounds another one down to 1. So I'm just gonna re-roll the reanimation. That one is dead for good. Dead for good, and then we'll wound you up as well. I lost some scarabs. I don't know, I'll roll. Oh geez, that's a pretty bad roll. Did I lose all 5 this turn? That's the one thing I didn't want to roll. So I'd lose that 1 scarab, and then I gotta roll for the other 3, and I lose another one. Okay, well that was unfortunate. I'll lose the one in the middle. Yeah.
Him?
Yeah, that
Him.
one.
Most difficult one for my...
Oh, sorry, I meant the other. I
Big...
meant the other
okay.
one. Sorry, yeah, that's a good.
It's all good. It's all good. Do you want to move somebody then?
No, I don't think it matters too much. And that will complete my turn, where they succeed on their objective and gain 2 experience points, and well, they manipulate this and it's destroyed and stuff. And that'll conclude my turn 2. We're gonna go on to turn 2 for Josh and the Custodians. All right, rolling for stuff.
Cap.
No.
Custodians.
Hey.
D3. Uh-oh. 1.
Oh,
Okay.
no death. So one of the Custodians is down to 2 wounds. It'll be the back one. All right, roll for my guys.
Scarabs. Yeah.
1 wound. All right. I'll mark it afterwards.
We'll do the warriors here. The Royal Warden.
ACANTHRITES. Nope.
The
We got.
other warriors. Yes.
Ooh, D3 then. 1.
1.
On a 5 up, they ignore. They do not. We'll lose you, I suppose. Ugh.
Then let's do the LYCHGUARD.
And Varia. Nope. Okay, we lost a warrior. And we took a damage on the Scarab, which I ignored on a 5. I don't know if I rolled it or not, but I failed. I'll wound the one on the shield captain. Okay, that's it for that. You get a command point. You're up to 2.
Yes.
No securing objectives yet for you, and you're a movement phase.
Custodian's gonna move themselves on up.
Mm-hmm. Here they come, boys. Boo.
Captain is gonna go over this way.
Leaving combat. Flying over here. Boo. All right, fine.
Actually, yeah, we'll tuck him right there.
Making way
Choo choo.
for big guy. What kind of, does this guy have a 3 up? Is he -1 to hit? And
He's -1 to hit, but he's only got a 4 up.
Okay, well, T.
7.
That's kind of low toughness. Oh,
That's
that makes
standard
sense.
Dreadnought
It's
toughness.
standard Dreadnought toughness. Yeah, okay.
Brings us over to the shooting, where the Telmon's just gonna try to get rid of these stupid bugs.
Absolutely, makes sense.
10 shots with the top gun. 3s rerolling 1s.
Yeah, 3's because it's a heavy weapon, folks, and he hits on 2s. Is he reroll? Oh, he just rerolls 1s on his own. He doesn't need the captain's
He's the
support.
elite crew.
Yeah.
These are strength 5.
So 3s to wound. We have 6 wounds. EP1, so that's going to kill the 1 Scarab, and the other one's going to be down to 1 wound, and then you can do the rest of the shots as well. Probably going to kill them off, but we shall see.
The accelerator. Oh, I should have declared this differently. Oh, well, I messed up.
Does it matter?
I
Oh, because you could
I
have
should
put
have called
shots out.
out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Didn't think about that, but whatever. The 2s to kill. Yeah, great.
Got him. That's good. What was the other, that? You can shoot, I don't care. You can shoot the LYCHGUARD if you want.
Are you sure?
I don't think it's going to make a difference. Yeah, this is the one guy you didn't...
That would have been the gun I would have shot at the LYCHGUARD anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a kill tally for him.
That's the kind of silly mistakes that frustrate me.
You can shoot if you want to.
No, I should have done it the other way.
Okay.
The weird heavy flamer equivalent kind of thing, but it's strength 6.
All right. Is that 11 automatic hits? Yikes.
Ooh. Wounding on 3s. 6s are good AP.
Right. Is it AP1 normally?
It's AP1 normally, yes.
1 damage normally?
Yes.
Sorry for the glare there, folks. Start taking wounds on that guy over there. I'll do the high AP ones first. I got my shield. I take 1 damage on him so far. And then there's still 6 more at AP1.
At AP1, yes.
So I go back to my 3 up save, 1 at a time on him until he is dead. He is going to tank. How many am I? Oh, he tanks. Well, 1 more.
You got 1 more.
Hey, we're good. We just take a damage.
Okay.
Before we proceed to more shooting,
I forgot to bring the flyboys, but they're just popping down back here.
I was going to say we're going to totally show off the unit we didn't forget to put down at the end of the movement phase. The reinforcement stuff.
Bam.
Hey, just they could be closer if they, well, I guess they don't want to be.
Nope, they're just going to do their little scanning.
Ah, yes, investigation.
You know
What a good unit for that.
They are.
All right. Oh, see, Josh made the decision not to shoot over here because he thinks I'm going to reanimate weird.
Yeah, I hate how your reanimation works.
And it's 100% fact I would reanimate weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I refuse to just learn how it works. Charging LYCHGUARD.
No Overwatch or anything like that, so in he
in.
goes. I don't know if he gets bonuses or if he even needs them. You got a 5 though.
He's gonna go right here.
All right, he's gonna go tuck in deep. And then I assume you want to charge warriors.
Yep.
I will Overwatch here though.
Okay.
I don't think I can use the defensive trait because I got one stupid warrior hanging out at the edge. So let me go check that out. Yeah, every model's got to be on it. Why did I roll a 1? I'm gonna Overwatch anyways for a command point. I'll go down to 5. I should still have all 10 there, so it's gonna be 20 shots to them. 6s! Dice, don't show me 5s. How many 5s I got here? I got 2 5s? 3 5s? Feel a little bad about that, I guess. And I got 1 wounding hit at AP2. Take your damage. Would have loved to kill a guy. That'd be cool. Charge, roll! Hooah! Hey, even with the -2, they should be okay. Oh, they're definitely okay. Alrighty, they're there. Charge over there. I assume that's it for charging.
That's it for charging, yes.
Where would you like to fight first? I assume over here?
I probably, yeah.
Okay.
6 plus D3 attacks for him.
Alright, not bad. An extra 2s. He's got 8 attacks coming in. 2s re-rolling ones, maybe?
Yep.
Look at this guy. Just cleaving through my LYCHGUARD all on his own.
Oh, you're gonna make all your saves, it's fine.
Hey, there's only 4 ups.
Only wounding on 3s.
Yeah, 6. Start taking the wounds over here and working my way towards Varia. 4 ups. Hey!
100% of the time.
That's annoying for me a little bit because I wanted to do something with them next turn, but I'll obviously take the fact that none of them died. Then you get to go over here.
I'm not gonna interrupt.
No real need to pile in unless you want to move them around a little bit more.
I'm pretty happy with where I'm at, I think.
Gotcha, okay. Alrighty.
So these are just the spears first. Is there any reason not to do the spears and swords together?
I am T4 with a 4-up save.
So no.
Okay, cool.
12 attacks, rolling 1s. I didn't need the captain nearby. I forgot that they had the upgrade, but that's okay.
Captain's there just to make sure they look cool while they're doing it.
Make them look, yeah, exactly. Should be 3s to kill.
Absolutely. 3 fails. As long as it's not 10, I'm happy. 5, 90. Ooh.
Is there a 10-man unit, eh?
Yep.
I've got the 2 little knives, but do I just CP reroll one of these?
There's a lot of value in that. That's a good roll.
I'll CP reroll one of these.
Oh!
Okay, we got the 2 knives to try to do it.
I got 1 guy left. They both hit, and strength 5, so 3s. Ooh, AP is 2?
Yes.
Oh, I got double 6-up save here. Ooh, not even close. You got them. They're dead. That's a kill tally for those guys. I'll roll on the injury. They're okay. My gosh. 10-man warrior blobs. Unstoppable. All right, they wiped them out. Would you like to consolidate further into the woods?
I don't see why not.
I'm going to be happy hiding in the woods. And then I get to retaliate over here. We will go with... I think I'll pop a CP to make them strength 7. They're strength 6 with their hyperphase blades, and they could do disruption fields for strength 7. So I guess I will. Down to 4 CPs, and we'll pile in. Get you guys in there. You should all be able to attack. No, you're gonna have to go in deeper. You'll go there, you'll go there, and then you're gonna hang out, not being able to attack like a chump. I think you were on that guy. Maybe on that guy. Regardless, I don't know. I don't really see myself killing this thing, but I guess I'll try. I'll give them an extra command point for Eternal Protectors. When they're near a noble, they get an extra attack. So they're going to have 4 attacks each. I'll just do 16 twice, hitting on... They normally hit on 2s because of my will be done, so back to 3s. Boop. These are 4s to wound now. So we have 5 so far in the first. And then the second. Swing with them. And 4s. Ooh, only 3 more. So 8 wounds in total. Oh, I guess I'm Caesarican. I've been forgetting about that this whole time. Jeez, guys, I apologize. I get to reroll 1 wound roll for every unit that I kind of go with. Not that it's really come out. I haven't really done 2E shots. I've been mostly missing. This is the first time it would have really mattered. I could have done on like a SCARAB or something. I don't really care about that.
Gotcha.
And
what's the AP?
3.
3? Okay, so 4 ups.
Nice.
Followed by who? Okay.
And then 1 to ignore the damage.
It's never satisfying to do it to you.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm just here to live. I don't care if I kill anything. I do 1 damage. I'm here to stand on objectives.
You did more damage than me.
It's true. My goal in all these games, stand on objectives, not die. Could care less if I kill anything. I just don't want to die. And that should be it. There will be no morale checks. Those poor Necron warriors got absolutely cleaved off the table. And I guess it's on to battle round 3, where my next protocol, I believe, is Hungering Void. I will go double check to confirm that. It is indeed Hungering Void. I'm going to go with the second directive. The first round of combat, charge was charge or heroic intervention. will increase the strength of the attacks by 1. That's why I wanted to reanimate them closer in this direction, so he could tell them to fall back, shoot, and charge, so they'd be up to strength 8 with the CP.
Ooh.
That was my hopes and my dreams. Those were crushed. I don't actually get either thing, so I wanted these guys, or fall these guys back, shoot, and charge. They're just wiped out, so I don't get that either. Thanks, Josh. And at the beginning of the turn, we have to see the not the spores, but the Baron trait. So I'm gonna roll for mine. These Necron warriors. The other Necron warriors are dead, so let's say it was the Royal Warden. And then the ACANTHRITES. Ooh, they're gonna suffer one mortal wound, but they're Caesarican. They take that mortal wound for sure. Just put it on you, I suppose. And then rolling for Varia. She's okay. And then LYCHGUARD are okay as well. That's at the beginning of the turn. Now the start of my command phase, Living Metals.
You gotta roll for my stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget my shield captain.
Shield captain first. Oh, no, I wanted to
Go home.
Oh, he's going to suffer 2 mortal wounds, but he has a perfect creation?
Superior. No.
Superior creation?
He's got the Artisan Bionics.
Oh, that works too. He takes 1 damage. And then the Custodian Guard, which is what I was hoping to get the mortal wound on. They avoided, though, unfortunately.
Why do you hate them so much?
Oh, I mean, they got 1 wound, so I just killed the 1 guy off. And then I got...
Yeah, you just wanted
These are all 3 damage weapons, so I could just boop to get him out of here. That'd be nice. But, yeah, maybe I'll get lucky anyways. And that should be it for rolling for that.
The VENATARI.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about them. They're new. Hey, no, they're fine. Okay, now for beginning of my command phase, Living Metals. That LYCHGUARD way back there will heal, and so will this ACANTHRITE. Then we're going to go ahead and tell nothing to fall back, shoot, and charge, because that is unimportant. Varia will tell both of these units, the Necron Warriors and LYCHGUARD to get +1 to hit. And then the beginning of the movement phase, I have to declare if I want to interfere. Oh, sorry, at the end of the command phase for scoring. I'm on 3, I control 3 of the objectives. Josh has that one right there. So I will get 20 victory points. Okay, score is 40 to 10. It's obviously I'm controlling the objective as well. Okay, movement. I don't know what I want them to do. They could interfere with this Tyranid node, or they could shoot at these guys over here. I think they have a 3-up save?
They got a 2-up. They've changed the way that the
buckler works. Shield. That's right, the buckler. So they would go back to their 4-up, though, in Vuln. Because they're AP 2. But there's 9 wounds here.
I could spend a CP to make you -1 strength when you shoot at me, too. Keep in mind for Shadowkeepers.
Ooh, it's true. I assume you'd use that elsewhere, though. Maybe. Regardless, we are going to have... Oh, Varia's just going to get cut up by him. She's like, there's no reason for her to go in against the Dreadnought, so she's just going to hang out there.
Is she logical and not full of rage now?
Unfortunately, I'm kind of... Folks, I'm tired of her running in and just getting beat up by everything in the game.
That's never happened against me once.
So what she's going to do is just hang out here and support these 2 units.
What a coward.
It is unfortunate. She's just going to go in and die to the Dreadnought. It's just... I could be dumb and silly, but I think I'll just...
This is why your empire fell apart.
Logic protocols enacted. There we go. We're going to hang out here. I probably should have brought her on the chariot, but the points wouldn't have worked out well, so that's why I didn't. I was hoping the on-foot character would be okay. It is not. It is not okay. It is very difficult. Oh, I guess what I could have done if I was smart, I could have had her just standing there. Well, I'll move her there for now. And then we're going to move these Necron warriors so that they're within 12 of them. We're going to reposition there so that they're all within 12. They won't be within an inch of that node, but they will be near the objective, if that matters for anything. LYCHGUARD are staying in combat, and the Royal Warden and the ACANTHRITES. Very interesting position they find themselves in. We're going to have the ACANTHRITES move to here. Just going to move them up a wee bit.
Oh, careful!
Bunch up right there. Maybe they'll charge in. They could maybe do something, probably not to the Custodians, but yeah, we'll see. It's going to bring it to shooting time. We'll just start with these Necron warriors loading into the VENATARI here.
Okay.
You're going to lower the strength of the shots?
Nope.
Nope? Okay, fair. Are you going to put it over there? Are you going to do it up? What's the CP? Oh, nothing. You know, it doesn't really matter. All right, 20 shots into them. These are hitting on 2s. No re-rolling here. Ooh, 6 misses. Yikes. 4's to wound. I get to re-roll 1 of these. We got a few wounds here. 4, 5, 6 wounds. That's it. AP 2, but we do have a guy in cover, so it'll be 3-up saves on him until he's dead. These are actually AP 4, so those are going to be... If you can do whatever order you want, I don't really care.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so 6 wounds, but 2 of them are AP 4.
So I'm going to start with the 4 that are not the best AP.
Okay, so 4 3-ups on him.
So the first 3?
He is going to take nothing. Ooh, cover big there, so he takes the damage.
And then the 2 4-up involves.
And he is dead.
Okay.
We do take out 1 of these dudes. Yeah. And then we're going to have the Royal Warden fire at these Custodians. And he just...
Nope.
No? All right. Oh, I should have. I'm gonna put him in the trees, so there's no -1 to hit. There we go. Let's do the shoots. Royal Warden first. 3s to hit. A couple misses, and oh yeah. Yeah, I don't care for these ones. We have 1 wound and a Caesarican for 1 wound. AP only 2, so you actually have 3 up save there. Oh,
Go home.
He's okay. And now we'll do the ACANTHRITES. Melta's on 4s. Reroll the 1 for veteran. We have a couple hits here. 3. I'll command point that. We have a wound, and then I should have techno-oracular. It's okay. It's okay. 1 wound and invuln.
Just a 4 invuln?
Yep.
Coming up.
Hey! No problem. Well, that bodes ill for me, but it is what it is. We're gonna go fight over here. No charges.
I might intervene there.
Actually, you're gonna. Oh, I guess you could heroically intervene, eh? Oh, I should charge. Yeah, I'll charge. I guess that was all kind of part of the plan, anyways, because I knew you could heroically intervene, so I'll charge. Would you like to Overwatch?
No.
No. Okay, cool. In we go. You can give yourself +1 to hit, but I don't think it matters. There we go. In they go. I guess I'll fight first here because they charged. 4s to hit because they're bug people. Oh, that's a really good roll. And these are going to be 4s to wound. Ooh.
Wow, what are you doing to me?
That's a Caesarican reroll, so that's the fail. That's AP 5. I don't think that matters. These are AP 3.
4 up invuln, because there's different saves in here, so he's fine. He's dead.
Okay, we got a guy. Huzzah! And then that's 2, so there's still 4 more saves that are, you can put on shields if you want to, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm going to.
3 up invulns.
Yes, sir.
I tanked them all. The plan here was more of a committal thing here. I was hoping to kill 2 with shooting and then charge in and kill 1. I failed that, to say the least. You get to choose to fight now because we're in a prolonged combat.
Yep.
Well, I would have been wounding on 3s. I have 1 more wound on you because I rolled a 3 to wound. I'm strength 6 on the charge.
Sure.
1 damage, that's it. There we go. Just didn't want to forget that. That's for the command protocol. Hungering Void. And then Dreadnought gets to go.
Okay. 6 plus D3.
All right, A again.
2s with a reroll.
3s to wound.
Yes, sir.
3 wounds. 4 wounds. Shields up. You kill 2. That's it for his attacks. I'll pull the 2 farthest from the character, I suppose. Yep, those 2 there. And then we'll go ahead and reanimate them. I rolled a 6 and 2 fails, so I'll turn that to a 6. And then 1 of them reanimates and 1 is dead. We will reanimate you. I don't know, nor do I really care. I guess we'll go over here. Back to kind of where you were. Then you are dead for good-ish. I guess it would have made sense to kill that one because I would have been able to pile in and do more attacks. But I think I can make this work. So we'll pile in there and we'll just take that spot. And then we'll fight. And this one getting closer by going in the group of those 2 bases there. I will, what do I got? 3 command points? Sure, I'll spend 2 on 1 extra attack and 1 extra strength. Do Eternal Protectors and Disruption Fields. I'll do 16 attacks twice. Again, 3s to hit because I have +1 to hit, and there is a -1 to hit. Good start. These are 4s to wound, and I'll just use the Caesarican reroll there. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds so far. Second volley. Ooh, much more misses. Many, many, many more. Oh, and 4s. Because we strength 7. Ooh, heck yeah. 7 more wounding hits. So it's a total of 15.
Okay, looking for 4s.
Die. Not quite, but we're getting there. Pretty close, though. Or did I get him? Oh, he's got a 6 up to ignore.
Yep. Show me the beards.
He does die.
Yep, you got him.
Does he explode? Oh, he actually does. D3. Everything within 6, which would be Varia and the LYCHGUARD. Who do you want to start with?
LYCHGUARD.
Okay, and then Varia?
Varia.
Okay, so LYCHGUARD, do not ignore it, and Varia does not ignore it. So they both take 1 damage. Hey, stupid Dreadnought can't kill LYCHGUARD?
Yeah, because they're a totally balanced, fun, fair unit.
And consolidating, I don't really have any grand ambitions, so you can get to go with the Custodian Guard over there, cutting up some ACANTHRITES. They are -1 to hit, only for shooting attacks, so
okay.
2s.
Swords first. 2s with the reroll.
1 miss, and then swords are wounding on 4s.
Yes, sir.
We have 2 wounds. I have a grand total of a 6 up save. I will make 1. And then D3 damage. Unless you want
because they're 3 up save?
Yes, they're 3 up save normally.
Oh.
Not quite killing it unless you want to re-roll the damage roll.
Nope, I still get the spear.
Yeah. And then the spear.
Yep. Let's actually do the knife.
Oh, Misericordia, makes sense. Hits.
Does not wound.
Okay. And then spear. Okay, triple hit. 1 wound. AP still 3. Unless that was a 6. Oh, I actually make... Oh, wow, you do 1 wound? All right, well, we're all tied up in combat over there. This is all resolved. Again, I'm not going to consolidate. I had no reason to. And that's the end of my 3rd turn. I didn't do any of the nodes, so it doesn't quite matter. And we're going to go on to turn 3 for Custodians.
Let's roll for some mortal wounds onto the LYCHGUARD.
No.
Varia?
No.
Your warriors, ACANTHRITES, and then your Royal Warden.
Okay, we're good.
My VENATARI, and then my Shield Captain. Why? You can roll it. You're holding the die.
1! He's fine.
And then the Custodian Guard. They're fine.
All right, cool.
Mr. Bike Captain. Let's just move him on up.
It's time to clean house.
Yep. I'll get some kills yet.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Unless he rolls like those guard, I suppose. There's always that chance.
The VENATARI are coming over here just to scan.
Couldn't quite stop them. So, investigation points for the Custodians. That's it for movement. Tell them on standing still.
Simple.
So you can shoot 2 times, or heavy 10 with the top gun. Into LYCHGUARD, I assume.
Yep, that's what we're going to start with.
Alrighty.
Hitting on 2s with the reroll. Show me all the hits.
Nice, and these are strength 5. So 4 is to hurt LYCHGUARD. And I have no cover, so I can just roll all these saves in one go. -1, so they go to a 3-up save with their Storm Shield equivalents. We take 1 damage, which will kill off that 1 wounded LYCHGUARD.
You get the Culverin.
Okay, well, this is what the rerolls are for. Nice.
Better. 3's to wound. They're all AP good. You should be on your invuln.
4-ups. Okay, we lose 1 more LYCHGUARD. You, I guess. Who's the other guy? All right.
6 attacks with the other gun.
2s.
3s.
3 wounds. AP is?
Good. It's at least -2.
All right, we take 1 damage?
Yep.
All right, so 1 damage on this LYCHGUARD there. Is that it for his shots?
That's it.
All right, so I lost 2 guys reanimating. Oh, I get 1 back. That turns to a 6, but doesn't do anything. I lose LYCHGUARD.
All right, let's do pistol shots against the ACANTHRITES in close combat there.
They are -1 to hit against this. 3s. Reroll the 1. 2 hits.
Move for 5s.
And the AP is any AP on this?
No AP.
Oh, we are super failing that. That's just 1 dead ACANTHRITE. I guess we'll try to reanimate him. Nope. You die. And let's take that wound with us. And then Hurricane Bolter at the Royal Warden or the Necron Warriors?
Royal Warden.
Yeah, that's fair. Bad things happen to him often.
I hate him almost as much as the Nightbringer. Yeah, it is -1, so there's 1 miss.
And?
He's T5, right?
Yes.
5s. Hooah, take a save.
We're good.
I shall charge him.
I will over 1 command point. Yeah, whatever. I'll overwatch with the big boy. He is in the woods, so he does hit on 5s. Hey, he got a couple hits because of it. 5s to wound, though. Oh, double wound. AP 4.
I got 4 pinballs.
Okay, this is 4, by the way.
Yeah, because it's AP at least 2, right?
So this is AP 2, that's AP 4, yeah. Oh, double 6.
Go home.
Ooh, could have been 6 damage. I'm down to 0 command points in your charge roll. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the world of In.
Good, I hate him.
Yeah, he did. He won't die.
Combat.
Starting with him.
Yep, hitting him on 2s.
Rerolling.
And obviously he's the character I'm rerolling wounds against, but I reroll my wounds anyways.
Yeah.
So everything hits.
3s to wound.
Yes, sir.
With a reroll, 3 fails. And then the 6s go right through his armor, so you just might as well roll them out because that might kill him alone.
Yeah, because these are D3 plus 1.
Oh, he's dead then. He's only got 4 wounds. Oh no, buddy. Let's roll for you. Does anything bad happen to you? Battle scars. Oh! I'll roll a battle scar trait right now. A 4. You know what? I haven't taken one of the Necron injuries yet. They have a specific battle scar table. So I'll go with the Necron one. So he has to take one specifically. He's not a noble, so he's like another thing other than Catan. So he's got engrammatic degradation, I believe it's called. -1 to his move, -1 to his advance and charge rolls. And he always benefits from the first command protocol that's active during the game. So no matter what protocol is active, and I believe even if there is no more command protocols, he will always get the first one that I choose. But his crusade points aren't lowered either, so it's like a weird sideways upgrade. He loses a little bit, but gains a little bit, kinda. Should note that Josh does not get the victory points for objectives on the start of his turn, if anyone's curious, because he was on the 1, but he needs to be on at least 2. So he's gonna pile into the, what are they called? ACANTHRITES. I do get to fight with them though. I'm gonna put the attacks. I don't know, they're all bad. I'll do the 6 attacks. I can go either way because they can both reach. Shield Captain's 5s. I'll do the Custodian Guard, I guess. I'm not happy about it. I don't like either of the options. Forced to wound them. I get to roll. Never mind. So that one's. Oh, it doesn't matter. So that one's AP 5. I don't know if it matters though. AP 3, AP 5.
Let's just put them all on the shields.
Sure. 3 attacks. 2 damage. Look at that.
One's down. Boop. And let's swing back.
Yeah. Can I get so lucky again? I don't want to lose them.
The ACANTHRITES don't seem terrible, so I'm assuming they're just super expensive.
Very expensive, and they are very terrible for their point cost.
That's fair. 2s to hit.
All right.
And then this is 4s to wound.
Yes. All right.
Slightly better. So these are good, very good.
Oh, so no save against those. So I'll do the 2 actually have saves against, even though I don't think it matters. So I make 1 save, so 3 of them going through, that should be, I guess roll it up, you never know.
Yeah, they're D3 per.
So kills and next kills. Got it. Aha, battle. Oh, they're okay. They survive. And that's a kill for the guard. Boo, ACANTHRITES, boo. Boo. Come on, buddies. All right, well, that's it for them. That should be it for combat. No morale. And yeah, that's it for the battle round. We're on to the 4th one now, where my next protocol, I think, is something. I chose Conquering Tyrant. It won't actually matter. So I'll say units can fall back, even though it's my turn now, fall back and shoot. And I'll say extended aura range, because that one might matter, though I doubt it will. All right, turn 4. Battle round 4. Go to the turn, you could kill some stuff here. Let's roll for, Varia took a wound from the explosion, that's right. So this happens again before Living Metal, so I'll roll for Varia. She's okay. The Necron warriors are not okay. They're going to lose, potentially 3 of them. Reanimate! Not reanimate, but Caesaric and Trace. So I only lose 2, but I still don't want to lose 2. Yeah, we'll just lose those 2. And then the LYCHGUARD. No, they're okay. We'll do the VENATARI, which are fine. Your Shield Captain, who is fine, and the Custodian Guard beside him are also fine. Living Metal time. Varia heals back to full. That LYCHGUARD heals back to full. My will be done. We'll target both the units nearby Varia. And that will be the end of the command phase, which means I score points. I score a whole 10 points because I have 2 objectives, but not more than Josh in this case. The beginning of the movement phase, Varia will start to interfere with this Tyranid node because I guess I want her to have the experience. That was all part of the plan, obviously. I just didn't forget last turn. I just wanted her to be able to do it this turn. And we're just going to shore up our defenses. We're just going to reposition both these units and have Varia move back a little bit. And this guy moves 14, right?
Yep.
I should note I also gain a command point in my command phase. I have 1. Before I do any movement, we're going to roll the potential battle scar on the dragon.
Yeah, we were just talking about what's got killed.
Nah, he's all good. I'll advance the Necron warriors an extra 2. They're near a character with Relentless March, so they get to go 8 inches. And there, Varia moves back a little bit, but staying near the node. And then we're going to advance the LYCHGUARD. They get +1 to this roll for fleet-footed. We'll build the strongest letter of the alphabet, the H. There we go. We got 3 models on the objective, some around Varia attempting to protect her. And that should be it. Yes. Yes. We're going to reposition these guys to bring them out a little bit further. There, that should be good. You know what? I'm just going to reposition the warriors to be more there instead. That'll end my turn. A little lackluster, I apologize, but I've been forced into this corner, and I'm up in points, so I should be okay. I'm just going to end there.
My grumpy old man energy is working out.
Yeah. I'm getting beat up pretty bad, but I'm doing just enough, I think. All right.
You're going to win the mission.
I think I will. I hope I will.
I don't know what you get for that.
I get 1 unit to be upgraded, and Varia gets her 3rd name, which gives her an extra rule too. And then, maybe she'll get Survivor and more experience. So at the end of my turn, she does succeed in interfering with this Tyranid node here, so she'll get 2 experience. And that's it. We're on to turn 4 for the Custodes. 2nd command point for the Custodians. We're going to move the Telemon.
Yep.
Hey. What's up, buddy? All right. The Venatari move forward as well.
The bird boys will move on up.
Okay.
Ready to throw pistols at those stupid LYCHGUARD.
All right. And then Mr. Shield Captain.
He's no coward.
All right. He's going to shoot stuff and beat up stuff. And that will bring it to shooting. Oh, no, we have those guys there. Yeah, that's right.
I think they're going to go for a little advance.
All right. That's that too.
So they get to move 6 total.
Oh, they're in woods. All right, near the objective still, moving forward.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now it's shooting time. Where do you start?
Venatari going to go superior fire patterns to double their amount of pistol shots.
Pew, 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 pew. I got you. That'll bring Josh down to 3.
Okay, so these are going to hit you on 2s. 6s, because they're 2 shots each normally, so 8 shots total. 6s are extra something.
6s do something more, gotcha.
Unmodified, it's 1 additional hit.
All right, so it's a couple more hits on top of that. And these are all strength. I assume 6.
Yes.
I'm feeling 6 for some reason.
There's 6.
All right, 3s to wound. I got 4 fails in there.
These are AP minus 2.
All righty. So I go to a 4-up save. Hold, boys. 2 damage each?
2 damage each, yeah.
All right, we lose 1 hold LYCHGUARD. That's all their shots?
That's all their shots.
Reanimate. Oh, I didn't get a 1-5 up, so I make 1 a 6, but he's dead for good. All right, who's next?
Telimon.
Telimon.
We'll go with the Accelerator Culverin. Reroll. Huzzah. These are 3s to wound.
2 wounds.
It'd be good.
Make 1 fail 1. That will kill a guy.
Yep.
I guess we'll kill you. Sure, we'll kill you.
Gonna fire the Angry Beam instead of the Burst profile.
Angry Beam it is. Reroll.
Come on.
Both
okay.
hit.
These are gonna be 3s to wound.
That's a wound.
Only 1 wounding hit. It's AP good, 3 damage.
Ooh, 3 damage. That's another dead LYCHGUARD. We'll lose him. And that's it. Oh, he's got the Top Gun as well.
Yep.
Top Gun.
2s.
1 miss. Reroll. And 4s. 2. AP 1, so I go back to a 3-up, which I will fail 1, so I take a damage. And that damage will go on, I suppose, you. And then I lost 2 of them, so let's try to reanimate 1. I would love at least 1 5-up here, so that makes that a 6. So I do get 1 back. We'll go there, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, we'll stay there. Why would I risk it? We'll go here. We'll hang out there. And the Shield-Captain.
Yep, I'm gonna keep picking on LYCHGUARD because I hate them.
Shoot him up! 2s to hit, rerolling the 1s. 5s to wound. We have 1. 2 up. We're okay.
Okay. Shield Captain will charge the warriors.
I will not be overwatching.
Okay.
Give your life for the Ferric, for Varia! Oh, they are super dead. I don't know what the Venatari are going to do, but the Shield Captain almost on his own can take them out. But he'll need some assistance from the Fly Boys, the Bird Boys.
They're going to go in as well.
What does Venatari mean? Boop. Oh, wow. Is the Telimon going to charge the LYCHGUARD?
I'm thinking about it, and I think he might.
All right, roll it up. I got an Overwatch on them, so you can figure it out.
Let me just think about this for a second.
All right. Well, you know what? Roll the dice, and you can choose to go in or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
If you roll like a double 1, there you go. So you get an 11-inch move if you want. So he's going in.
Yeah.
Does he do like impact hits? Boom.
Nope.
Not really a thing in 9th edition, but you never know. Yeah, sometimes it's a thing. Who would you like to go with first?
We'll just do the Venatari so I can try to learn their stats.
Fair. I have no interrupt, so it actually doesn't really matter, I guess.
3 attacks apiece. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s.
Right.
Huzzah, they're still missing.
I think they crack my head open with their shields.
Yeah, this is actually the buckler that they're swinging with. It's +1 strength. Their strength 6.
So we got a couple hits. Wounds. AP is
2.
All right, 6-up saves. Well, you kill 2 of them.
And then I got the Misericordias.
Ah, yes, 2 Misericordias.
Actually, I probably could have done this together. Oh well.
Both hit. And 1 wound. No save. We will lose 1 more warrior. And then, let's see if we get any of them back. Doesn't really matter. There we go. All 3 are back. We'll just plop them back down. Good old Necrons. Shield Captain?
Yeah, no interrupt, I assume?
No, I don't even have the CP.
Oh, right.
All hit. Oh, they all do all hit, yep. And then, is he strength 8 yet? Or is he strength 7?
I think strength 7.
All right. Well, with the reroll, probably gonna be all wounds. I have no save against this. Actually, I have no save against any of this. We kill 6 of them. I have 1 left. We'll leave that 1 left, and then I'll reanimate those 6.
He's got his knife.
Oh, boy.
2s. And then this should be 3s.
Oh, that's a no save.
good.
Yeah, you got him. Look at that. He takes him out on his own. Ooh, battle scar. Nope, they're okay. Sweet. All right, Telemon. No consolidating. Josh doesn't really need to.
The mighty, mighty 4 attacks.
Here we go.
2s. Rerolling 1s.
And 3s to wound with no AP. All right. I make both my saves. Right?
You only had to make 1, but you make them both still.
Oh, okay. I thought it was... Oh, sorry. I did a
You
second
strength
save.
8.
Piling in to attack. You go there. You go there, and then you'll just go there. So I got 4 of them attacking. I'm not going to spend any CP on anything, because you're like toughness 8. Do I want? No, I'm not. I'm not killing that in the 1 more round of combat I have against them. So I'm not too concerned. I'll keep my CP for other glorious things. Here are their attacks on 2s. Oh, nice, good roll. 5s to wound. I'll reroll 1 because I'm Caesarican. We got 5. Yep, 5 wounds, AP 3.
4 pinvuln. And then 6 to ignore.
I do 3 whole damage to him. And that is that. They did not lose enough to fail a morale. And that's all she wrote. We're going to go on to the 5th.
Oh, actually, do you care if I do fix and consolidate the captain?
Oh, go for it.
I just noticed the Venatari weren't close enough for that objective.
Oh, I just figured they were.
I figured they were too before
Okay.
I looked. But
Hey, look at that. Yeah, I can't really... I was kind of hoping to hold with the Warriors, but the Misericordia got him. I think it was like the same idea over there.
yeah.
Just enough to kill him, because 6 guys reanimated would have been my objective. That's okay, that's okay. I think we're still good. That's the end of the 4th turn. We're going on the 5th battle round, where my last protocol is something weird as well. It was Sudden Storm. The idea was to fall back and shoot with Warriors if it was relevant. I'm just going to go +1 to my move characteristic. Won't matter too much. And battle round 5. Okay, I got to roll for my stuff, the LYCHGUARD. Oh, what's that? 3 mortal wounds. I might kill 2 of them. 5 ups. Oh, it kills the 1 wounded guy. So he does die from the Baron trait. And then Varia is fine. Shield Captain, VENATARI, and the Custodian Guard are all good. And then Living Metal would tick up, but I lost that LYCHGUARD, so he's dead. We are going to give them +1 to hit with my Will Be Done, and she's going to crack her Resurrection Orb to try and bring back those 6 missing LYCHGUARD. All right, so I'm missing 6 LYCHGUARD. And how many? Ooh, that was a bad roll. So we got only 2 standing back up because 1 turns into a 6. So with a Resurrection Orb, that's still worth in points. 30-point upgrade for 56 points of models. So where do they want to stand back up? I think we're just going to reanimate over here, and we are going to. Yikes! I guess we're just going to fall back. Because I just don't want that Dreadnought. He's -1 to hit to shoot at them if I stay in combat, but I can't protect Varia that well either. So we are going to move Varia to here. I'm going to fall back the LYCHGUARD. 2 rows of LYCHGUARD. Let's go. Come on, boys. Protect. I don't know if this is going to work out. I obviously don't get any victory points. I'm at 5. Josh is at 2, and he's going to be gaining 2 more on his, or sorry, I'm at 50, Josh is at 20. He'll be gaining 20 on his turn.
All right, I just gotta move in and we'll see what happens. Dreadnought's fine where he is.
Boom.
Captain, my captain. Just gonna
move
end
forward.
up over here.
The Shield Captain is too far away to go perform the action.
And we'll just say he ends up over here.
On
so
the site.
Venatari can come up.
All right. All right, the question is, do my LYCHGUARD get beaten to a pulp? Probably. Let's see how well they can hold. Only getting 2 back, a little hesitant. I was hoping for 3.
These guys will move over. I'm just gonna get like 1 extra bolter shot over there, but
It might matter.
every little bit counts. Shooting time, mastercrafted bolter. The pistols are out of range.
Heck yeah.
It hits.
Oh boy, does it.
It does not wound.
Okay.
Venatari shall double shoot.
For 1 CP.
Looking for 2s, rerolling 1s. I got 2 extra hits to throw in a second.
Oof.
And then these are looking for 3s.
Oh,
very good shot.
The 6s are, I think they're all AP 2 anyways,
They're
right?
AP 2 minimum,
Okay,
yeah.
so 4 up saves. That's 9. Well, all things will crumble. So we are making a good amount of them, but we're losing 4 of these LYCHGUARD. And we still have the Telemon to fire and the other guy. So Varia is probably most likely. I'm going to end up relying on a resurrection protocol for Varia, most likely. Take the 4 dead. We will go with 1, 2, 3, 4 dead.
You get your reanimate anyways, though.
I do get to reanimate. That might be useful. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, not that one. 5 ups. Oh, heck yeah. That's pretty good. That is 2 of them coming back. I don't, the Undying Revenant doesn't matter. We'll keep going. You there. And we'll pop them out a little bit further. Yeah. All right, who's next?
Do the Dreadnought, Top Gun.
You can shoot it twice. He didn't move.
Yeah, that's true.
Or so not twice.
You know what? I'm going to do the Culverin.
Okay.
So 2s. Then these are 3s. I'm going to CP reroll that.
Fair. And I will fail 3 of those. Oh no. LYCHGUARD, wow. 3 die. And then reanimate.
I get the rest of my guns.
Oh yeah, I only got 1 LYCHGUARD left.
Burst profile.
Oh no.
Roll that. And then these are 3s to wound. With decent AP.
So these are all 1. Fold up. Okay, we have 1 wound left on that LYCHGUARD, and we got the big gun on top.
Yep.
Then he lived. Rerolling. 5s to wound.
So good APs. And then 2 regular.
Oh, good APs. Well, I'll do the good APs. I fail 1. He's dead. Whomp. And then 2 regular. Just curious. Oh, see, I could. I'm not. Well, see, that's why I roll. I decided not to re-roll it. So he is going to die. Because I assume he probably died all the bolter fire too or something. And it's not really worth keeping around. Because no matter what, that shield captain is going to be able to charge Varia here. And I'm just going to hope our resurrection protocol keeps her going.
Hurricane bolter. The reroll helps for the most part.
4 wounds on poor Varia. Well, she takes 1, but she's got Artificer Bionics. She is okay. All right, well, bring on the charges. I got no Overwatch. Who's going first?
Cap.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And then VENATARI next?
As well.
Oh,
Sorry
8
about
inches.
that.
Absolutely in. Boo! Live! Live, please! I tried, my whole army's dead!
Okay, shield cap. Hitting on 2s.
And then 3s re-rolling. And it reduces my save by 1 as well, I think.
On top of everything else.
I expect her to be dead here. These are 5 ups. 5 up invulnerable saves.
You're invulnerable. Yeah, because you're a 4 up invulnerable.
4 up normally, yeah. Ah! Oh, yes, I made a few of those. Really good. I'll even command point 1 of these. Oh, but they don't... What's the damage on their attacks?
1.
Oh, I'll command point it, whatever. I failed it. I got 1 command point left. So that's 3.
They're D3 plus 1.
So that's 3 damage plus some good over there. So that's 4. So a total of 7 damage. She does have a 5 up to ignore. Oh, she dies. Okay, but for 1 command point, she stands back up at the end of the phase.
Okay.
Oh, you got rid of it. All right. So she's got a... That's pretty much the end of the game there. Battle Scar, she's fine.
You still win.
I still win, but I got tabled. I didn't get the Survivor. But I will get Reaper, at least. So we're going to go ahead and tidy up. We're going to jump into a post-game where we'll tally all that stuff up and figure it out. Surprisingly more than I thought for myself in this game. Now, Varia here does not gain Survivor experience because she was unfortunately taken out at the last moment of the game. But she will get my most valued player, MVP, marked for greatness is the actual term for it. And because I was able to win as the attacker, I'm able to pick a unit in my roster and give it a battle trait. I am going to give her the character battle trait from the core book, Swift and Agile, +1 to her move, advance and charge rolls. So that'll give her, will increase her crusade points. And I am the winner, so I do get a 3rd name on her epitaph. Gives her a new rule and, well, more crusade points as well. I'll roll that up in a moment. Now, these Necron warriors, the more experienced ones, are actually ranking up. And they're going to take the cool-headed battle trait from any other unit in the core book, which will let them fire Overwatch when they're charged, and they hit on 5+ when doing so. So that could make this unit kind of scary to charge. Might be useful. Here's hoping. And now we're going to roll up Varia's name. D6655. She's the Eradicator of the Elquan now. Monarch of Monarchs, Indestructible Lord of the Stars. That gives her a rule from the list of noble rules now. She's going to take Martial Perfectionist, which lets her use a battle tactic stratagem once per game at 0 command points. So I'll try and remember that. There was a couple other ones I wanted to go for, but the first part of this whole campaign is coming to a close. We're not too sure going forward what the plan there might be. I might, no, I'm going to keep this one because there's other ones that let me increase supply limit, or when I do fresh recruits, it's free. That one could be kind of big, but maybe that's the next one I'll take, I think. That's it for the Necrons. Let's go take a look at the Custodians.
Oh, looking at the upgrades here, Shield Captain Borza Thirsk has got himself up to 37 experience. So he is going to go ahead and take the Deadly Charger trait. So that's an extra attack in the first round of combat. And then Mr. Telemon gets an upgrade there too. I wasn't sure what to give him. I gave him improved shielding. So now attacks that are... I think I get +1 to my save against attacks that are AP 0 or -1.
Okay. That could be big. Could be big. And that there, folks, is it for the Custodians. So, that's the end of this episode. Stay tuned for more Hungering Nexus coming out. Thanks for tuning in, and happy wargaming.